global trade turmoil continues to weigh on the minds and the bottom lines of farms across the Midwest. Let's bring in Mike Eisengruber. He's a Michigan-based middleman for Hensel Co-op. This is a dry bean processing company. He's also the president of BAMP Marketing. BAMP is short for Beans Are My Passion. It's a marketing firm for bean farmers, in case you didn't know. Mike, I don't think beans need marketing. I mean, everybody loves them, don't they?
Right.
Do they really need that kind of biz? I see you're laughing. I'm glad you like that.
Everybody loves beans.
Yes, of course they
right.
do.
Tell me about the effect that you're seeing as a result of what's going on with the trade war with the president and China and tariffs. How are beans being affected here in the United States? And I understand you focus primarily on navy beans.
Yes, we're actually standing outside a field of navy beans today, and this field will be ready in about 40 days to be harvested. It will then be sent to Hensel Co-op in Hensel, Ontario for further processing and ultimately to the EU. And when it arrives at the EU, because it originated in the United States, it will be assessed a tariff, a 25% tariff.
So what's the average price for beans right now? And what's the metric that you use? You're selling them what, per ton, per what? And what's the change in price as a result of the tariff or the impact of the price from the tariff?
The price landed the factory in England is about $40. They're traded per 100 pounds. So a 25% tariff on $40 is about $10 per hundredweight. And that ultimately will trickle back to the farmer because the canner does not want to pay it, the elevator processor does not want to pay it, and ultimately the farmer is at the end of the food chain.
So are sales down because people can buy, or importers in Europe can buy navy beans from other parts of the world?
Yeah, what's going to happen is the customers that we've built over the last 40 to 50 years and developed relationships with in selling our navy beans have to now look at other origins or will look at other origins to try and find a supply. They have factories to run on a daily, a weekly, a monthly, and a yearly basis, and they have to have a supply of beans to fill those factories. And with this tariff in place, it's going to cause their cost of business to go up significantly.
Mike, as you know, the president has proposed $12 billion of aid to farmers like yourself to help alleviate some of the pain as a result of these tariffs here. Would that help? Do you think you'll see any? How much would you need to make you whole again as a result of these tariffs?
Well, really, the aid package is probably what I would look at as more of a short-term Band-Aid. It's not going to be our salvation. When you build relationships over many years, you hate to lose those relationships in very short order. So to answer your question, the $12 billion aid is going to be distributed amongst many, many facets of the agricultural industry. The dry bean portion is just a very small portion in the total mix. So it will just be a very small help.
That I get. How much would you need, though?
How much would the industry need, the dry bean industry? Is that the question?
Yes.
Well, we stand to lose today because our elevator processors are not shipping to the EU. We stand to lose over $20 million alone just in the dry bean business.
Yeah.